Hey guys, welcome back. So, it's April 1st, and you know what that means. It's time for another vlog. And don't worry, I won't be doing any stupid April Fool's jokes or anything. So, this has actually been a very big month for the channel. You may have seen that I just put out a video. Thank you guys for 400 subscribers, and my subscribers actually close to doubled this month. So, that is freaking awesome, and thank you guys so much for that. You can check out that video here or down in the description if you've not watched it yet. So I figured for the first section of this vlog, I would talk a little bit about the channel itself and some of the plans I have moving forward and things like that. So since I started my channel, I've been really trying to find my place on YouTube, and I know that's something a lot of people go through. And as I sort of progressed along with my videos, I noticed that there were a lot of 3D printing channels that focus on the technical aspects of a 3D printer. Like, what settings to use, using exotic filaments, stuff like that. And so I thought I'd try to set myself apart a little bit. And so I focused a little more on the design side of things, like designing new models to 3D print. And I didn't really have any experience with that beforehand, but I kind of just fell into it and found that I really, really enjoyed it. And you guys seem to enjoy it too. So that's kind of the direction I've taken my channel in. And a lot of that comes from just how easy Tinkercad was to use. I could get in there and it just made sense to me. So that's when I started making these weekly 3D models that I make up, print, have my wife paint. Because honestly, her paint job is probably at least 60% of the reason my channel is doing so well. I have no delusions about that. And upon looking through my analytics a little bit, I found that a good chunk of my subscribers actually comes from my Tinkercad tutorial videos. So I'm guessing that a lot of you would like to get into designing 3D models for yourself, or maybe looking to step up your game. And so I think I'll keep my channel heading down that path. And actually, you guys may have noticed there's been a lack of tutorials lately. And a lot of that was due to me trying to switch to Fusion 360 in order to move to the next level of modeling for myself, which I have done. But through that learning process, I didn't feel like I was really in a place to start doing tutorials about it because I barely knew about it myself and I was still kind of struggling my way through the models I was doing. But I finally feel like I'm at a place that I could start showing some of the techniques I use and that they might actually be beneficial to someone. So I apologize for the lack of tutorials lately, and I will be doing more of those going forward. And I think I'm going to stop the speed model videos that I was doing. And really the reason I put those up is because I know that so many of you want to try and do 3D modeling as well. And so my hope with those was that you'd be able to kind of see what I was doing in those and hopefully get some sort of benefit out of that. Just because I didn't feel confident enough to make a tutorial or kind of step through the model and showing what I did, because it was really just a lot of fumbling. And ultimately, I just don't know how to present a speed modeling video to you guys in a way that's helpful. So I think I'm just going to take an alternate route. I'll still show a little bit of the modeling process in the videos where I show off the model. And so, of course, I will continue my new models every Monday, just like I have been doing for the past 16 weeks now, I think. And then my Wednesday and Friday videos will hopefully be a little more interesting, and some of them will be tutorials, some of them will just be experimenting with fun things. So I really want my channel to be on all of the aspects of creating something, 3D printing it, and finishing it. Because ultimately, a 3D printer is a tool. And so I want my channel to be about using that tool till its fullest, and not so much about calibrating it and stuff like that. There are plenty of channels that do that right now and that are doing it way better than I could. So really, there will be a big emphasis on 3D modeling like there already is, and I hope to do a little bit more on post-processing since my wife is getting extremely good at it. She's starting to learn a lot of techniques that maybe aren't as obvious, and that I think would make very good videos. So I hope to start doing some of those as well. So my aim is to help you guys through creating a model, printing it, and then making it look nice. So let me know what you guys think about that. And if there's any specific topics around those things that you'd like me to cover, definitely let me know, because I'm always looking for ideas, always trying to think of new things to do. So if there's something that you guys are wondering that I'm not touching on, leave me a comment and I will definitely do those. And so those changes are going to come pretty much immediately. I think this next week I will not have a speed modeling video, and I think I'm going to get back to some tutorials pretty quickly. So I've actually got some pretty fun videos lined up, and I hope you guys really like them. And then also with this whole pin shape thing, I was contacted by a number of companies that have similar websites to Pinshape or Thingiverse that wanted me to put my files on their websites, and a few of them really stood out to me. I think the biggest one being My Mini Factory, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this. And I had too, I just didn't know the extent of the website. I should have done more research. But turns out you can upload all your files like you can on Thingiverse and stuff like that. They also hold contests, and it seems a lot more designer-oriented. They have a lot of really cool features for both designers and makers. And one of the features that really caught my eye was they have a streaming service, sort of like Twitch. But where Twitch is primarily for gaming, this would be for 3D modeling. So would that be something you guys would be interested in if I started doing some live streaming of the modeling process? And you guys could come hang out, watch how it's done, ask me questions. And I'd have to do the streaming over there for now because I believe YouTube doesn't let you live stream until you have 1,000 subscribers. So until I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, I'd have to do the streaming over there, which is fine with me. I just have to let you guys know somehow that I was streaming over there when I am. So definitely let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Leave me a comment down below, and if you guys would like to see that, I will totally do that. And unfortunately, with my real work schedule as it is, pretty much the only time I'd be able to do it would be Saturdays, probably sometime midday. But I could try to be a little flexible with that depending on when the majority of you guys are available to do it. So let me know that down in the comments as well. You know, if you guys would be available to come watch me on a Saturday. And it would probably be like an every week type of thing, because obviously I make models every week. So I think that'd be a good opportunity to hopefully let you guys get a little bit closer to the creation process. And during those things, we can just kind of hang out and talk. You can ask any questions about the model itself or just any questions in general. And eventually, if we start getting enough people watching, we could sort of do sort of spontaneous models. And that would be just, you know, we would determine what I'd be making right there in the chat, and then I'd start making it, and then that would be the model. I'd print it and we'd finish it. So I think that'd be kind of fun. And we could probably come up with some really cool ideas doing that. So I'm pretty excited by the whole idea, and let me know what you guys think. And now I know I've already talked way too long because I have a really bad habit of talking too much, especially in these vlogs. So let's get into the weight stuff. So for those of you who are new here and maybe don't know, I am trying to lose some weight. Not that I have any really immediate health concerns or self-image problems. I feel like it's time that I should lose some weight because I know that if I continue like this, I will eventually have some health problems. And that's just stupid for me to do that. So I'm trying to lose some weight. And I'm not going to lie, this month has been difficult, really difficult. Because last month I gave up pop, and that actually was not hard at all. I just kind of did it one day, and once I had my mind wrapped around it, I had no issues not drinking pop. And I pretty much just drank water after that, with the occasional bit of tea. And so that all went really well. So this month my focus was on eating better because we eat out way too much because it's so easy. And with as busy as we are, a lot of times it's just the easiest and quickest option. But I knew that we needed to change that and just start eating healthier in general. So my wife and I laid out a complete plan in order to do that, and we made the switch, and it was rough. The first issue is it's expensive. Getting the healthy alternative is never the cheap option, which is the problem most of the time. And the second biggest problem was that it takes so much preparation and extra time to get everything ready. And so that was extremely difficult as well to stay on top of it, because I found that when we had everything planned out, had meals made up that we could just heat up and go with, and had snacks throughout the day, things were going good. So basically, what we did was portioned out meals, knew exactly how many calories were in each meal to try and count calories throughout the day to make sure we didn't go too high or too low. And the stuff that we were eating was much healthier as well. I went from eating like frozen meals, like Hot Pockets or something like that for lunch, to eating a custom made rice and quinoa chicken stir fry, something that was really healthy. And then I would snack on fruits and veggies throughout the afternoon, and we'd have something similarly healthy for supper, and making sure that I get a good breakfast and everything. And so we went and bought everything. It was really expensive, and then we prepared the food and stuff like that, which took a lot of time. But we did it, and the first week was really awful. It was bad. I was devoted to it, but it was hard. I felt like I had no energy. I just wanted to run out and eat all of the McDonald's in the world, and I was just not in a good mood. Wanted to sleep all the time. It was just not good. I hated it. But the second week actually got a lot better because we were still doing a cheat day. So Sunday we would still eat out, and basically cave into what we were wanting. And so after that first cheat day, we went out, and the fast food just didn't taste as good, and which was a good thing. So the next week I was actually pretty fine with it. I was eating healthy. I was eating all my snacks, getting the right amount of calories, and it was going good. So when we had everything planned out, it was working. But then obviously our rationed meals ran out, and it was just it was too easy to just go get something. And with all the work we have to do, we both have full-time jobs. And my wife's job actually requires her to work 6 days a week, for 50 to 60 hours a week, during the non-busy times of year. And then coming home, and I work this for probably 3, 4, 5 hours each night, every night. And then I throw all that work onto my wife with painting everything, which she's fine with, but it does take a lot of time. So we're both kind of working 2 jobs right now. And with that, there's not a lot of free time, and it's just so much easier to go get something to eat. So this month has been bad. But I'm not discouraged. I'm not giving up. We recently went back to the store and got a whole bunch of stuff again, so now we just need to prepare it and get everything ready, and then stay on top of it. And I honestly think it'll be good. And then so that'll be my focus this month, and then I also hope to start getting down to the gym. So I'm probably not going to go anything crazy, but just a little bit of walking and some lifting to kind of get me back into it. And then I think things will be good for there. I just need to keep at it. And of course, all of your guys' support is awesome. I was pretty worried about talking about my weight and stuff openly on the internet, because it's kind of a weird thing to do. I mean, and I'm not hiding it from anyone. I can't really walk outside and pretend to be a skinny person. So I just try to think about it that way. It's just like, everyone knows I'm fat, so maybe they can relate to my weight loss journey. And really, my biggest goal with telling you guys was trying to keep me motivated and honest to keep doing this, because it could be. Because when I'm only accountable to myself, it's just too easy to say no. So I know I've been talking for way too long. This video is probably extremely long, and I apologize. I know I say that every vlog, but it doesn't get any better. But thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate all of your support, not only with the weight loss, but with the channel in general. It means the world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely let me know what you think about the whole streaming thing down in the comments. I guess off to have another great month, right guys? Well, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.